Fran, there's something that I want to ask you. Is the shop always like this?
Hello, Max. I'm not too sure what you're trying to ask me.
I've worked at a lot of different stores as a manager, so I am very experienced in this field of work. This is the first time I've ever seen such an unprofessional bunch of people. All of the part-time workers seem to be very relaxed and have no sense of urgency.
I actually think that's one of the great things about working here. We all get along well, and there's always a friendly and relaxing atmosphere. Is that different to the other stores? I haven't worked at many other stores, so this is very normal for me.
I've never seen such an unprofessional group of people. You guys should take your jobs more seriously. Even though this is a grocery store, you all need to put a lot more effort in. It looks like I'm going to have a meeting with everyone. Time to make some stricter rules.
I don't think anything needs to change. The store manager always compliments us on how we work. We all take our job seriously, and we get everything that needs to be done completed. We just like to talk and relax from time to time to keep the atmosphere positive. I actually think it's better for the workplace when everyone gets along well.
Are you serious? This is a workplace. It is not a social club. You guys can all go and socialize outside of work if you really want to. This is a place of business, and I think everyone needs to take things more seriously around here.
It's not like we're chatting and doing nothing. We take things seriously and complete everything that's assigned to us. I think that even the customers prefer it if all the workers are smiling and getting along.
You really need to stop talking back to me and just listen to what I have to say. You're just a part-time worker after all. You need to listen to what full-time workers like me have to say. This is why I hate part-time workers like you. You need to take more responsibility for your actions. This is a workplace, not a playground.
What is wrong with you? You're so rude.
I've heard that you've been working here a while. The other part-time workers treat you like the leader, right? You need to be way more disciplined and professional. You need to take some responsibility for how pathetic this workplace is. You need to set a better example for the others. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Okay, I understand.
There's a lot of changes that need to be made. You know Sarah, right? I'm going to go and fire her right now. I need you to train the person I'm going to hire as her replacement.
What do you mean? Why are you firing her?
You don't need to know the reason for anything. You're a part-time worker. All you need to do is listen to my orders.
Wait, please hold on. You have no reason to fire her. She's a very capable worker and a great person to work with. I am not going to accept her getting fired until I hear the reason. Tell me right now.
Talking back to me again. Fine, I guess I'll tell you. I'm firing her because she talked back to me and disobeyed my orders. She was way too arrogant for a part-time worker.
She talked back to you? That's it? Did she say something really bad?
I told her to stop chatting and get back to work. She decided to talk back to me, and it was right in front of a customer. That is just not acceptable.
In front of a customer? So you're telling me that you decided to tell her off in front of a customer? Couldn't you have warned her in private or in the staff room?
She was laughing and talking to one of the customers. It really annoyed me, so I had to tell her on the spot. She got what she deserved. I can't believe that she had the guts to talk back to me. That's why I decided to fire her. You understand why I did it now, right?
I don't agree with your decision at all. She's one of the best workers that we have. She is popular with both our co-workers and the customers that come to our store. Everyone that interacts with her leaves with a smile.
Are you seriously disagreeing with me? The goal of this store is to sell food. It's not to make our customers smile. I don't need the workers to waste time having conversations with the customers. This entire place needs to become much more efficient.
I think the communication with the customers is a very important aspect of this job.
Shut up! You guys just want an excuse to have a chat and slack off. There is no point communicating with the customers. You guys are here to work, not to stand around gossiping. Now that's the end of this conversation. Hurry up and find someone to fill in for Sarah. If you don't listen to what I say, I'm going to fire you as well.
No, I don't want to be fired.
If you ever talk back to me again, I'm going to fire you. Do you understand? Hello, Fran. Thank you so much for contacting me about Sarah's situation. I have made sure that she doesn't get fired from the store, as I believe it was a wrongful termination. I decided to give her 1 week of paid leave as compensation. I'm sure that she must have been shocked to hear the news.
Thank you so much. I'm glad I reached out to you about this.
I'm sorry that this had to happen to you guys. I've heard some bad rumors about Max in the past. I was surprised to see that he had been transferred to work at our store. I guess he's already making some questionable decisions.
Yeah, he's doing whatever he feels is right. There's nobody that can stop him when you're not around. He shouts at us every single day for no reason. He also changes our work schedule without telling us. Is there anything you can do about him?
I'll do my best. Please leave it all to me and just try to avoid him for the time being. I will contact the higher-ups of the company and discuss what to do with him. The only problem is, I don't think that it can be resolved immediately. You guys are going to have to deal with him for a little while longer. Once I'm back from my paid leave, I will talk with him in person.
We'll be fine for the time being, so please don't worry about it for now. I know that you're on your honeymoon right now, and there are other things you should be doing right now.
I'm really sorry for taking this much time off when you guys are having a tough time.
What are you talking about? There's really no need for you to apologize. We all want you to relax and enjoy your honeymoon. I should be the one apologizing to you. I just didn't know who else I could ask for help.
You definitely made the right decision. Sarah is a fantastic worker, and we cannot afford to lose her. I'm really sorry to ask you this, but I'm going to leave you in charge till I get back.
Sure, that's no problem at all. You've helped me out so many times in the past. I'm glad I can help you out for once.
For once? You've helped me out a countless amount of times. I'm really grateful to have you as one of my co-workers. I think the reason that our store is doing so well recently is due to your leadership. I hope that we can continue working as part of the same team in the future.
I'm really happy to hear that. I'll continue to do my best for the store.
Great. I'll see you when I get back. What the hell do you think you're doing? Why are you not at work today?
Wait, what? I thought that I told you in advance that I'm taking today off. I have to attend my son's school today for a parent-teacher conference.
Do you not know what day it is today? We're having a huge discount sale at the store today. Do you not realize how busy it's going to be today? How dare you take a day off?
I'm really sorry, but I've been given permission to take today off. Also, I've worked every other discount day that we've had in the past 4 years.
So what? Are you telling me that you think that you deserve to have today off? You really don't care about your job at all. I wish that you'd be more responsible about this.
Of course I care about my job. How could you say such a thing to me?
Stop talking back to me. Hurry up and get to work. I want you here in under half an hour.
That's not possible. There should be enough people working at the store today. You shouldn't need my help at all.
Stop making excuses and get over here. Don't you dare take a day off for some random parent-teacher conference. They're not that important. Get to the store right now, you old hag, or I'm going to have to fire you as well.
Fine. Go ahead and fire me.
Okay, cool. You're fired. Never come to the store again. Max, we need to have a talk. I see that you've decided to fire Fran this time. You just fired Sarah the other week. Why do you keep firing our most capable workers? I only fired her because she was being arrogant and talked back to me. I think that you're too easy on them all. That's why they're always talking back to me. I don't go easy on them at all. However, I do respect them and maintain a good relationship with them. You fired her because she took a day off to attend a parent-teacher conference. How could you do that? I fired her because she took a day off when the store was having a huge discount sale. She should be more responsible and prioritize her job over her private life. She had already asked for that day off from over a month ago. Both me and the rest of the employees had already agreed to her taking the day off. You're the only one that seemed to have a problem with her taking the day off. Do you not realize you're in the wrong here? Why are you going out of your way to take her side? Do you guys have a secret romance or something? No, we do not. I'm taking her side because she is the most likely person to become the next store manager. Wait, what? The CEO of our company came to our store the other day. He was really impressed with the way she worked and interacted with the customers. He told me that she was the reason our store was doing so much better than our other stores in the area. Are you serious? She's going to become the next store manager? She's just a part-time worker. Of course I'm serious. I know that it's unusual for a part-time worker to be promoted to store manager, but it is possible. It just goes to show how important she is to the store. All the other workers are happy to listen to her ideas and orders. You're the only one that doesn't seem to agree with what she says. There's no way she should be promoted to store manager. She's old and useless. I promise you that the store is going to do perfectly fine without her. As long as I'm here, this store is going to do fantastically. I'd love to see if that's really true. Let's see you try to run the store for a week without her help then. That's going to be no problem at all. Just sit back and watch. I know that this is going to be so easy for someone like me. I'll prove to you that the store doesn't need a lazy gossip like her. Max, would you please explain to me what's going on? The store is in complete shambles. You haven't placed any orders for any of our products. You've also failed to create a schedule for all the part-time workers. No one knows what day they have to come to work now. There's just way too many things to do. It's impossible to run this place by myself. Fran's been doing all of it by herself for years now. Although I am the store manager, she's the one that does most of the work. I am always amazed at the amount of work that she manages to get done by herself. Are you really serious? Do you understand why I was angry when you fired her? Without her, this store can't function. I think I've proven my point now, so I'm going to ask you to leave. Did you just tell me to leave? I only just got transferred to this store. This store needs someone like me to be in charge. There's no way I'm leaving. I just received some official documents from the higher-ups of the company. You are officially fired as of today. You need to leave the store immediately. What did you just say? You can't fire me. I had already reported you when you wrongfully tried to fire Sarah. I had to report you again when you started to abuse Fran and fire her for no real reason. As I told you earlier, the CEO really treasures her and wants her to be the next store manager. He was furious with the way you decided to treat her and the other workers. And that's why you're getting fired. I don't agree with any of this. Let me talk to the CEO directly. It's not nice to be fired, right? That's how Sarah and Fran must have felt when they were fired by you. At least you have a good reason to be fired. Wait, but I'm a full-time worker. I've worked at so many other stores. I have the most experience. That's not something to be proud of. I heard that you had a bad reputation at all the other stores that you worked at. You had to get transferred multiple times because you don't fit in. I think that you are going to get fired sooner or later. Yeah, whatever. None of you understand just how amazing of a worker I am. You're all idiots. You're going to regret firing me. Regret firing you? I seriously doubt it after watching you take charge for a week. If you continued to be in charge for an entire month, this store would have to close. You don't have the skills or personality required to run this place. How could you say that to me? Anyway, enough talking. You're fired, and I need you to get out.
Max, what do you think you're doing? I thought that you came here to apologize to me. You've caused a huge mess inside the store. You are not getting away with this.
Shut up. This is all your fault. I only did this because you insulted me.
No one made fun of you or said anything to you. And either way, it's not okay to knock down all the displays and shelves like you did.
You guys were all looking down on me. I could see it in your eyes. You guys all think that I'm a loser, right? Sarah was glaring at me like I was a criminal or something.
What do you expect after what you did to her? You tried to get her fired for no good reason.
Shut your stupid face hole. You guys should have just listened to my orders. I'm a very experienced worker and this store needs me. You guys all need to show more respect to me.
Would you please just calm down and listen to what I have to say? You need to stop what you're doing and leave before you make things worse. This is not going to end well for you. Do you really want to ruin your future completely?
Stop telling me what to do. That's what makes me the most furious. A part-time worker like you ordering me around. I know that you're looking down on me right now. I can't forgive you for that.
I guess it's impossible to even have a normal conversation with you. I've already called the police, so you can talk to them instead of me. I tried my best, but you won't listen to a single word I say.
You called the police on me? I thought that we were co-workers. I didn't think that you would betray me like this. You really are a terrible human being. I thought we were friends.
What are you talking about? This isn't a social club. This is a workplace. Max was arrested by the police and was taken to the police station for further investigations. He had knocked down many shelves and displays at the store, causing hundreds of dollars worth of damage. He was forced to pay for everything that he had damaged and for all the trouble that he had caused to the store. He barely had any savings and had to borrow some money to pay for the money that he owed. His parents forced him to move back in with them as they knew that he was mentally unstable. Currently, he is attending a mental health hospital every single week. He had always thought that he was a very capable worker, so he was very shocked when he found out that he was getting fired. He became mentally unstable, and that's why he decided to wreck the store in revenge. Last week, I had a meeting with the CEO of the company, and I was told that I was getting promoted to the position of store manager. It's been very busy ever since I became the store manager, but I am really enjoying this new challenge. Although it's a lot of hard work, it is very rewarding, and I am lucky to have a lot of great people to work with. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button. We're friends, right? Jessica? Out of the blue? Why the sudden question? Yeah, we are friends. Of all the soccer moms, we're close, right? I guess. What brought this on? Was someone asking? Would you say I was your best friend? Our kids go to the same kindergarten and play soccer together, and that's about it. Have you been drinking, Angela? It's still only Monday morning. It's a bit early in the week to be getting on the sauce, isn't it? I wouldn't go as far as saying we were best friends. I've only ever talked to you briefly in the kindergarten parking lot. And there was that time we both happened to be doing the fundraising day together. But even then, we didn't really have time to talk. Hey, you don't have to say it like that. I really enjoy our little parking lot chats. Sorry, I didn't mean to be nasty. What's up anyway? How can I be of assistance? Well, I have a little favor to ask. I've sent you my utility bill. It's one of those unpaid bill notices. You know, the ones that come if you miss payments. I don't have any money, so could you pay it for me? I wouldn't normally ask, but I'm totally broke. Can hardly even afford cigarettes. I just sent my 5-year-old off to get some with my last $10. You did what? Sent my boy to get some cigarettes. No, before that. The utility bill? Yeah, I can't pay it, so would you cover me this month? Can't have no power for the heating. You wouldn't want my kids to shiver themselves to sleep, would you? What do you mean you sent it to me? That's what friends are for, right? You just said we were best friends. What? I don't know how to explain it any more clearly. Are you not understanding me? No, not one bit. You'll have to start again. Well, I have no money, so I can't pay the power bill. My kids are all going to freeze to death unless my best friend Jessica comes to the rescue and pays it. Was that any easier to grasp? No, you've lost me. I know what a utility bill is. I paid my own just the other day. What I don't understand is the part about you asking me to pay yours, too. Why do I have to pay yours? Mine was big enough, but you've got, what, 5 kids, haven't you? 7, if you count the one that comes home on weekends. And 8 if you count my oldest son's girlfriend who lives with us. Right. So you have 10 people living under one roof, all using the power. The bill must be enormous. Oh, yeah. And with my daughter's tanning salon in the garage, we go through power like crazy. Probably 4 or 5 times what you guys pay. And that's just the power. 10 people having showers and cooking food. The water and gas bills are insane. That's why I can't afford it.
Why would you think I'd be okay with paying your utility bill?
'Cause you and I are buddies. Besties. Come on, girl. Help your old mate Angie out.
That makes no sense at all. Just because we are friends, I have to pay your power bill?
And the gas and water, don't forget.
Why do I get stuck with your unpaid bills?
Because I don't have any money. I just got through explaining that. Jeez. That's why I'm asking my best friend. That's what friends do, right? Help each other out in times of need.
I don't remember becoming your best friend. And what if I was your best friend? Would you help me in times of need?
Without a moment's hesitation. But I don't have any money, so the help would be more of a spiritual nature. Maybe a spot of babysitting?
Whatever. I'm not paying your bill, and that's final.
How can you go through life being so stingy? Haven't you heard that giving to those in need makes you feel great?
I'm pretty sure I'll feel even better if I don't help you.
Oh, come on! You'd be doing a good deed and I would never forget it. I'd let all the other soccer moms know what a great gal you were. How you saved us from definite winter-related fatalities. You'll be a hero.
That's a massive over-exaggeration.
You won't regret it. Oh, and would I be able to squeeze my phone bill in there too? It's nowhere near as large as the utilities bill.
Calm down and think about this, Angela. We know each other from a few short chats in the parking lot at the kindergarten. You can't just go forcing your bills on someone you don't even know. Don't you have some family you can ask for help?
Yes. And no. My parents bailed us out until last month, but even they have their limits. Come on, Jessica. You guys are loaded, aren't you?
No, not at all. Where'd you hear that?
I heard that you and your husband both have really good jobs. And you've only got one kid. You must have no financial worries at all. Not like me. Day to day, I never know if my children are going to be able to eat. Or if I can even afford to buy my smokes. What's a couple of bills to someone in your situation?
You've lost me again. I still don't understand how you think this is something I would agree to.
I don't understand it either. It's a strange old world we live in. There are some things I just can't figure out. Like why I don't have any money, but you do. It's a mystery. If only God would give me a sign.
9 kids says sign to me.
Did the warning letter arrive? When I stopped paying, they started arriving. I've only missed a few months.
You said your parents helped until last month.
Yeah, but I needed the money for other things last month. One of my little ones was turning 7, so we all went to Disney World. It cost me a fortune.
So Disney World took priority over heating and cooking.
It was unreasonably warm last month. We didn't need heating then. The warning notices started coming pretty much right after we got back from Disney World, actually. Don't you think it's unfair sending all those scary letters?
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you don't pay. Next, they'll shut everything off. You might even be taken to court. But it's no use asking me. I can't help you.
Why not? You seemed like such a good friend until you started to refuse my request for a little favor.
Even if I was a super nice person, I wouldn't just start paying the utility bills of someone I hardly know. Have you tried talking to your husband about it?
Why would I do that?
Well, this seems like a family problem.
No. Chuck is about as much use as an ashtray on a motorbike. And besides, he's working in the mines up north. We haven't seen him for God knows how long. He sends a bit of cash every now and then, but it isn't regular, and it usually has to be spent on cigarettes.
Has to?
Yep, out of my hands.
I see. Then you'll have to find a solution. How about getting another job? Or having a serious talk with Chuck and asking for more money?
It will never work. Most of the money he makes goes on the slot machines. He's a huge fan of Queen of the Nile. I don't think he ever comes away in the black. But he keeps on trying for that jackpot. You've got to admire his dedication. And even if I do manage to catch him on the telephone, he's drunk and makes no sense.
Runs in the family.
What does?
The not making sense part.
Oh, you're beginning to understand then? That's progress. Baby steps, Jessica. We'll get there in the end. So if you just paid it for me, the whole thing would be solved and we'd avoid freezing to death. I'm glad we could come to an understanding. I knew you were a true friend.
No, we haven't decided anything. Why do you think I should pay? I'm not going to do it.
I've already sent it to you. If you don't pay it, you'll be willfully depriving a young family of the most basic of human needs.
Like cigarettes? Anyway, I've told you I'm not paying. This isn't my problem.
Hey! I paid for a stamp and sent that to you, so the least you could do is pay my family's bills just this month. If you don't, then you'll be responsible.
This is insane. You aren't making any sense.
Thanks for paying it for me. You're a real gem.
I'm not paying it. Angela, are you listening? Not paying. Not 1 cent. Maxine, did Angela say or do anything weird to you recently? You mean the utility bill? She asked you too? Yeah, she asked everyone, but we just ignored her. It's okay to just pretend you don't know anything about it. She's a bit nutty, isn't she? A bit? You should read some of the texts I got from her. She's completely unhinged. Probably that tribe of kids driving her crazy. We all know she's a pain to deal with. It's best to just avoid her if you can. But she sent me her overdue notice. She's trying to say that if I don't pay it, it will be my fault that she has no heating. She went that far? Yes! She seems to think we are best friends just because we occasionally bump into each other at kindergarten or soccer. Now she's saying that because she sent it to me, it's now my responsibility. That woman is crazy, I'm telling you. Yeah, that sounds like Angela. In a world of her own. You've been caught up in the Angela show. Hey, don't laugh. This is seriously stressing me out. I don't know how to deal with her. My advice is just ignore her. She's quite insane sometimes, but it usually blows over and then she's hounding someone else. What's up with her husband? Angela said he hardly ever helps out. Even if he's way up north, you'd think he would send more money to feed his horde of kids. I'm pretty sure he does send money regularly. Then what's with all the poor abandoned wife drama? Well, there's a pretty bad rumor about Angela. You haven't heard anything? No? Shall we see if it's true? Now you've got me interested. I'm in.
Did the bill arrive? Did you pay it? They'll shut the power off if you don't. We'll be sitting in the dark. Kids can't do their homework in the dark. And the cold.
I already told you I'm not going to pay it. It's completely unreasonable to expect me to pay your massive utility bill. Can't your husband send you some more money?
He does. But I've already told you it's got nothing to do with you paying my bill. You and your husband are rolling in it, so pay up.
It doesn't matter if you give orders like that. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not paying. I don't have any obligation to you.
Would you stop acting like that and just pay the bill? No more messing around, Jessica. If you don't, I'm taking you to court.
What? To court? Go right ahead.
Hey, Jessica. No more games, okay? Damn, this is all your fault.
What is?
I'm using the free Wi-Fi at the coffee shop near my house to contact you. You know what that means, right? You see what you've done? I told you to pay and you didn't. So now everything has been turned off.
Don't go blaming me. I told you from the start I wasn't going to pay your stupid bill.
I sent the bill to you. All you had to do was pay it. But you didn't, and now I have no power, no gas, no water, and no phone. You owe me for this.
Are you an idiot? On what planet would I agree to pay your utility bill? The unpaid notice and the bill are just sitting on my kitchen table. I haven't opened them.
Exactly! I ask you a favor, and you just ignore my pleas for help. And now I'm totally screwed. Are you happy? This is all you're doing. How are we supposed to live without the essentials? You know what no power and no water means, right? My youngest is only 3 years old. Think of the poor little guy.
Well then, you should think about how you spend your money every month. You need to prioritize the essentials first before you go off to Disneyland and buy cigarettes.
They don't sell cigarettes at Disneyland. Damn, your general knowledge has some gaping holes in it. You make me laugh, Angela. What? Is this funny to you? Do you get off on seeing people in trouble? We are in dire straits. What am I supposed to do with a house full of kids and no way to heat it or even turn on the lights? It's unbelievable that you wouldn't help a family in their hour of need. In their darkest hour. Oh, what will become of us? Are you okay with that on your conscience? Not at all. There's no law that says I have to pay your bills. Only my own. I'm only telling you what any other person would. Why are you acting like I have some obligation to help you? But I was counting on you. You are a terrible person if you won't help us. Think of the children. The one running an illegal tanning salon out of your garage? Not that one. Think of the other children. That's it. I really am going to sue. Like I said, go ahead. I'm curious what the judge will say. But if you do, your husband will find out everything you've been up to. If that's something you are prepared to deal with, I'll see you in court. What I've been up to? What are you talking about? Well, Angela. There is a rumor going around the moms. A rumor that you've been spending a lot of money on some young guy. Buying him expensive clothes and jewelry. What? So that's why you can't afford to pay your bills. Your husband isn't the drunk gambler you made him out to be. He sends money home every month, but you just spend it all on your boy toy. Utter nonsense! You should apologize for such slander. We all know it's true. You can't hide it or deny it. You've been exposed. You aren't a charity case at all. You're just a degenerate. How could you? Your kids are cold and hungry, and you're off cavorting around town with a guy the same age as your oldest son. What the? How did you find out? I didn't tell anyone. Who told you? I'll sue them, too. In order to see if the rumor was true or just the idle gossip of bored housewives, I followed you. Just last night, you left your youngest at home and went out partying all night, right? What would Chuck say if he knew how you'd been spending his money? Spending it all on some young guy just out of high school. So what? What are you saying? Are you threatening me? You think Chuck will divorce me if he finds out? I have no desire to threaten you at all. I merely wished you'd stop harassing me about paying your unpaid bills. And it's not just me, is it? You tried it on with all the other moms, too. You won't solve this by abusing me or threatening to sue, you nutcase. That wasn't the plan. The reason you can't pay your bills is because you waste all the money. Plain and simple. It's got nothing to do with me, or anyone else for that matter. It's crazy to think you can just ask people to pay for you. No one would do such a thing, especially when you give orders and demand they pay. I hope you never do this again. So, could you lend me some money? What? Well, you guys are rich. Could you just lend me a bit? Just until I'm back on my feet. I'm not asking you to pay my bills. Just lend me some cash to get things sorted out. I'll pay you back, I promise. Never in a million years. Why not? We're desperate. Come on, Jessica. We're friends. Lend your friend a bit of cash to see her through till next payday. Not going to happen. You know, I never picked you for such a cold and heartless woman. Whenever we spoke at soccer or in the parking lot, I always thought, that Jessica, she's got a heart of gold, that woman. But I was wrong. You don't have a charitable bone in your body. Just a heart of stone under that friendly exterior. You really don't have any common sense at all, do you? But you don't have to go asking us for money anymore, right? Your husband is home right now, isn't he? He'll give you the money for the utilities, right? What does that mean? Your husband is home, isn't he? I saw his car pull up from my balcony. Oh, hell! Today is Sunday. He's coming home today. Oh, no. What am I going to do if he asks why the power has been disconnected? It's all your fault. You've got to help me. I'm not accepting any responsibility for this. It's your mess. You clean it up. I have no part to play in this. And I don't consider us friends, okay? How could you say that? You haven't taken care of your children and just spent all your husband's hard-earned money on having the best time you could. Well, it's all coming back to bite you in the butt. It's karma. Neither I or any of the other moms want to have anything to do with you. Got it? Please, Jessica. You've got to help me explain everything to Chuck. He'll go crazy. I think anyone would. We need to get our stories straight. He'll be suspicious if they don't match. No way. I'm not having anything to do with it. And I certainly don't want to get caught up in the domestic dispute of another family. Okay? You'll have to solve this yourself. Can you just pay my phone bill? Why don't you ask your boyfriend for a loan? I hope you get everything you want. I'm sure your kids will be wanting a shower and some light to see by. Try paying your bills first. Goodbye. Angela's husband Chuck came home and heard the whole story from his children. He was furious at the state of things. Not just the neglect of the children, but also the house. He took the kids and moved into his own place. He has also started the divorce process. Without any money, Angela was of course unable to continue seeing her young boyfriend. She finally realized what she had done and how much she'd lost when her husband was granted sole custody of the children. Apparently, she checked herself into a hospital for the mentally disadvantaged. There's almost no coming back from something like this. She'll just need to try and pick up the pieces of what's left and start again. And that's the end of this crazy story. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye! You really don't have to if you don't want to. It's not like you have to introduce yourself to him if you don't feel like it. This is for us to decide, not him.
I'm sorry, but this is something that I'm going to have to do. If we're really going to get married, I should introduce myself to your parents first. I know that your father is a very strict person, but this is something that I should do if I want to become your husband.
He's more than just strict. He's a very difficult person to talk to.
I think I'll be fine. He doesn't know anything about me yet, right?
I've only told him that I have a boyfriend. I've never told him in detail about what kind of person you are. He's been really annoying lately. He keeps on asking me personal questions about you. I told him that you had to drop out of high school to start working. As soon as I said that, he became furious.
Why would he become furious?
I told you that he's a difficult person to talk to.
Does he not like the fact that I didn't graduate high school?
Yeah, pretty much. He's the kind of person that really cares about grades and achievements. He's the CEO of a company, so he values that kind of stuff a lot.
I can see why. He's the CEO of Mountaineer Inc. They're such a huge company. I kind of understand why he would be a little mad if someone like me asked to get married to his daughter. Still, I'd like to get his blessing before we get married. I don't think it's a good idea to get married without speaking to him first. I'm not sure if he's going to like me, but this is something that I have to do.
You really don't have to. Let's just run away to a faraway city and get married there. I moved out of my parents' house because I couldn't stand him. I want to hurry up and cut ties with my dad. I'll do it once we get married.
We can think about all of that if he doesn't give me permission to marry you. I think it's worth giving it a go before we give up completely. Who knows what will happen? He might actually like me.
I really doubt it. Why do you have to follow all the rules like this? You don't need his permission for us to get married.
You know me very well, don't you? You know that I like to follow the rules of society whenever possible.
Yeah, I know what kind of person you are. I just think that it's pointless trying to convince him. If you really must do this, then I'll talk to him and set up a time for you guys to meet. I really think that this is going to end badly, though. Don't forget that I did warn you.
I'll be fine, don't worry. I'll go talk to him by myself. You can stay home, okay?
I'm really worried about you. Just keep in mind that he can be very aggressive with his words. It might be pretty scary if you're not used to it.
Okay, thanks for the advice. I'll keep it in mind. Hey, you piece of trash. I hope you never set foot in my house ever again. You're a bottom feeder. I don't want filth like you anywhere near me. Get the hell out of my house right now. This is so much worse than I thought it would be. You're more aggressive than anyone that I've met before. You're just a piece of trash. I don't even want to be wasting my time talking to you. I know that you're just a gold digger. I can see it from your facial expressions. Your face is just begging me for my money. That's the only reason you want to marry my daughter. I feel sick from the bottom of my stomach after talking to you. You really need to calm down, sir. There's no need for you to be this angry. I am not interested in your money at all. I really love her from the bottom of my heart, and that's the only reason I want to marry her. I'm so disappointed in Mia. I can't believe she'd be with a high school dropout like you. You're in the lowest rank of our society. Where the hell is she? I know that you've kidnapped her. Hurry up and give her back to us. I have not kidnapped her. She is living with me because she wants to. I decided to come here alone today because I didn't want her to worry about me. I wanted to talk to you man to man. Why did you think that I would want to talk to someone like you? Your breath stinks so much that I can barely breathe. I really wanted you to shut up and close your mouth because the entire house was stinking up. What do you even eat every day? Do you drink from the sewage? The insults just don't stop. I'll make sure to take notes so that I can use them sometime. Stop trying to be a smart aleck. You didn't even graduate high school. I've studied hard my entire life and I have achieved so much. I've always tried my best and I managed to graduate a very prestigious university. I've been working at elite companies ever since and currently I'm the CEO of Mountaineer Inc. Yes, I have heard about all of that already. The company that you own is very famous, and even I have heard of it before. I have a strong sense of justice and want to protect my family from criminals like you. I'm not a criminal at all. I really don't understand what you're trying to say. You might not be a criminal right now, but you will be soon enough. Your facial expressions are telling me that you're going to commit a crime in the near future. I'm really curious as to what kind of face I was making when I was talking to you. I know that you've never studied properly in your life. You're a high school dropout. I bet even your parents are dumb criminals. They let you drop out of high school. A decent parent would never let their child do that. Please, don't talk about my parents like that. My mother had to raise me all by herself while fighting an illness. The only reason I dropped out of high school was so that I could work and earn money to pay for her medical bills and our living expenses. Your entire family sounds so poor. Your parents should have saved up. Are you seriously saying that? There's no point trying to make me feel pity for you. I'm still not going to give you my precious daughter. I don't want her to have to marry a lazy loser like you. Did you just call me a lazy loser? I had to fight so hard to get to where I am right now. I don't see myself as a loser at all. Also, I'm serious. Don't insult my parents ever again. I'm really grateful for my mother, and I would never want anyone else to raise me, even if I had the choice. That's not a good enough reason for me to allow you to marry my daughter. Stop telling me all these pointless stories and go do something for society. I guess it's pointless trying to have a normal conversation with you. You're just a parasite that only wants her for my money. I'm never going to give my daughter to a high school dropout like you. I need you to leave immediately. Fine. I'll do as you say. Goodbye. Yeah, that's right, you piece of trash. What the hell is wrong with your dad? He's completely insane.
That's why I told you so many times that you shouldn't bother seeing him. I really tried to stop you, but you wouldn't listen to me at all.
I really didn't think that he would be that terrible of a person. I've never met anyone as vile as him before. Is he really the CEO of a company? How is someone like him able to command any respect?
Who knows? I guess he's become even more arrogant and condescending ever since gaining so much power at his company. What ended up happening?
We couldn't even have a proper conversation. He just kept on insulting me, so I decided to leave. Let's just elope. We should have just done so in the first place, like you said.
Yeah, we should have just done that from the start. Sometimes it's okay to break the rules. We're not doing anything illegal. It's a shame, though. I was hoping you guys would get along by some miracle. He's going to be really surprised when he finds out who you really are.
I thought that he would realize who I was when I went to see him.
He's getting old, so maybe that's why. You were also wearing a mask, right? That's probably why he didn't recognize you. Anyway, that doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to cut all my ties with him. We don't have to see or talk to him ever again.
I think that's for the best. I'm really amazed that you managed to grow into such a kind person with him as your father.
That's probably thanks to my mother. She was such a great person. It's a shame that she passed away so young.
I am really thankful for your mother.
Yeah, I am as well. I miss her so much.
Hello. It's me. Mia's father. What's the matter? Do you have something to ask me? It's just that I received a letter from her this morning. It said that she's cutting all ties with me, and that your name is Tom Price. I see. I had no idea that she sent a letter to you. That's very kind of her. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm going to get married to her regardless of what you said to me. That doesn't really matter right now. Are you telling me that you're really Tom Price? I am. I'm the one in your TV adverts for Mountaineer Inc. I'm an actor. I really didn't know that. That's so surprising. Why didn't you tell me about this during our meeting the other day? I was told to get out before we could even have a normal conversation. You just kept on spitting insult after insult. You probably weren't listening to a single word that I said anyway. I'm sorry about how I treated you. I was having a very rough day. Okay. Why did you decide to contact me? I don't particularly want to be talking to you. If you have nothing to say, then I'm going to put my phone down. I want you to let me apologize to you. I had no idea you were Tom Price. I'm sorry for my attitude that day. I guess I was a little harsh on you. I'm not going to forgive you even if you apologize to me. You are being overly aggressive and never gave me a chance. I'm never going to forget that. I could never say the things that you said to me, even to my worst enemy. I'm very sorry for the things I said to you. I understand why you wouldn't want to forgive me. If I knew who you were, I never would have treated you that way. I may be successful now. It still doesn't change the fact that I was born in a poor family and that I dropped out of high school. Everything that you said to me hit me where it hurts. Not to mention brought up painful memories. It's not something that I can just forget. Wait, I didn't actually mean any of that. Also, you never would have apologized if I wasn't Tom Price, right? You're only saying sorry after realizing who I am. There's just no way that I can forgive a person like you. Your apologies sound so empty to me. Do you really know what you did wrong? Of course I know what I did wrong. I got a little too carried away because I didn't know who you were. You really don't get it. You shouldn't be that aggressive no matter who you're talking to. It doesn't matter if you're talking to a famous actor or a high school dropout. You need to treat everyone with more respect. Yeah, maybe that's true. I know why you're actually apologizing to me. This is very bad for you and the company if it gets out. The CEO of a company shouldn't be calling the poster child a piece of trash. I'm sure you also falsely accused me of being a criminal. I wonder what would happen to you if the entire world found out about this. Are you threatening me right now? No, I wouldn't do such a thing. I have no intention of telling the world what you said to me. It's just that Mia seemed very adamant on telling the world about everything. I did try to stop her, but I'm not sure if it was enough. If I were you, I'd try to talk to her about it. What are you saying? Is she trying to destroy my life? Seems like she has a lot of hatred towards you. Now that she's cut ties with you, who knows what she might try to do? That can't be good. I better talk to her right away. Hey, Mia. I heard what's going on from Tom. I heard that you're planning to release my secrets to the world. Are you trying to destroy my life?
Yeah, it's really true. I've had to endure so much pain being raised by you. I also saw the text that you sent to him. I was absolutely disgusted. How could you talk to people like that? I've already leaked all screenshots and other things to the media. This is just a little revenge from me.
Wait, what? You're joking, right?
I'm not joking at all. I can't forgive you for what you did to us. I was planning to just cut ties with you, but that would be boring.
How dare you do such a thing? This is going to cause problems for so many people. Your stupid decision is going to make the value of my company's stock go down. All of my employees and the owners of my company's stock are really going to struggle.
I'm sorry, but I don't really care about that. I'm sure they'll all be fine in the end.
Please hold on a minute. Could you please rethink this? I need you to do something about this.
There's nothing that I can do about it now. The information is already spreading around the internet. It's going to be all over the place by tomorrow.
My work phone won't stop ringing. I can't believe what you've done to me. Aren't you my daughter?
Yes, I am your daughter. I had to be the one to do this. No one else would be brave enough to stand up to you. You're going to have to resign from your position. That's the only way you can stop matters from getting worse. You need to give up and resign right now.
There's no way I'm resigning my position. That company is going nowhere without me. All the employees respect and look up to me. What are they going to do without me leading them?
Wait, what? Do you really think they respect and look up to you? You're joking, right? All your employees are over the moon about finding out about what you did.
Wait, what?
Nobody at the company respects you. They were just scared of you and the power that you had. You would insult and threaten them all when they didn't listen to you. I also heard some bad rumors about you from the young women in the company.
That's because...
I've been talking to some of the people that work for you, and I've heard some horrifying stories about you. I'm going to send all these stories to the media as well. That's about all I want to say to you. I'm finally going to cut ties with you for real this time. Goodbye.
Wait, please don't go yet. I really will apologize for everything that I did. Please don't abandon me. We're family, aren't we? If you abandon me, I'll have no one else left.
I don't want to be part of your family. You're a terrible human being.
I promise that I'll change myself. I plan to treat other people with respect from now on. I'm begging you to please come back and live with me.
I'm sorry, but that's never going to happen. I hate you as a person. And also, one more thing. You absolutely stink.
After his daughter cut all ties with him, he had to resign from his company. He had no other choice as major news outlets had started to tell the world what he had done. Voice recordings and stories of how he treated his employees also got leaked, and matters got even worse. He suddenly became one of the most hated people in society. It seemed very unlikely that he would ever be able to find a job again. He was also sued by multiple people that used to work for him for various reasons, such as harassment and sexual abuse. He ended up having to pay millions of dollars for the damages that he had caused. Currently, he is living completely alone in his huge house. He barely steps foot outside his house, as he gets followed by people telling him he stinks whenever he is spotted. Apparently, it's become some sort of game to post his reaction online. I am really glad that we decided to get married even without his permission.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button. Hey! That was you earlier, wasn't it? Even though it has been a long time, don't you think it's rude to not even come up and say hi to me? I know you noticed me. I can see that you are reading my messages too. Can you at least reply to me? Do you not know how to read? Just say something. Why aren't you replying? Come on, you loser. Answer me. Caroline. I had a bad feeling that it was you. Too bad that we will both be working in the same building and department. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Are you really working at the same company as me, or were you just part of the event staff? Please tell me you work for the caterer or something like that. What? No, I wasn't there to serve you food. How rude of you to assume that. I am part of your company from now on. Also, can you just relax? It's not like I have any ulterior motives. Yet. If I knew you would be working at the same company, I wouldn't have tried so hard to get this job. I don't want to work at the same place as you either. You are such a loser. Why would I want to be in the same environment as you? Stupidity is contagious, and I don't want to catch it from you. There is no way in hell I'm going to be working here with you. Same old insults as back in high school. How am I the loser when I got the job at this company first? It doesn't matter what company you work at. You'll still be a loser. Don't you remember that I stole your boyfriend in high school? You're such a loser. When you found out I stole him, you burst into tears and made the ugliest and snottiest face ever. Even thinking about it now makes me laugh.
You are still thinking about that? That was so long ago. I actually didn't even cry in front of you, so I don't know what you're talking about. You really have a terrible memory. Anyway, you may have stolen my boyfriend, but your own boyfriend found out about it and dumped you right after that. You were the one who was crying in front of everyone that day and going insane. Also, everyone hated you after that. You became the outcast and no one wanted to be friends with you because of how you treated everyone.
What the hell are you talking about? You are such a liar. Don't you dare try to gaslight me. You're just saying anything you can to try and distract me from the truth. It makes you even uglier than you are. Your face and your attitude is the reason why Charlie threw you to the curb and chose someone better like me. There's just no way in hell I am going to put up with working at the same company as you.
Yeah, sure. I am the liar here. And trust me, I feel the same way about you. Also, how are you even able to land a job here? I thought that after high school, you chose not to work or go to college. I'm not telling you who, but someone told me that you became a total delinquent after high school. In other words, if you lack education and experience, how are you even here?
Don't you dare call me a delinquent! I ended up taking a few online courses to catch up on my education. My parents wanted me to start working, so here I am. I am actually pretty smart, just so you know. I saw that this company was hiring once I completed my courses. I was denied at first, so I did what I do best and flirted with the company president and he let me in. Easy peasy.
So that's how you got this job. Why am I not surprised? That disgusting man. I can't believe he even had the nerve to flirt with a future employee and take the bribe. It's disgusting.
The only thing disgusting here is the fact that I have to work in the same building as you. Can you quit for me?
And why would I do that? I actually worked hard to get here. I will never quit. You are the one who should quit. You aren't even qualified for this job and had to sleep your way in.
Hey! I never said I slept with him. I did, though.
Of course you did. I won't quit just so that you can feel comfortable at a job you didn't earn. I have tons of experience and graduated with a degree in business and economics. You have only just graduated from your online college classes. Trust me, I'm way ahead of you in the working world. I also don't appreciate your attitude and name-calling. We are no longer high school students. Also, high school was forever ago. I couldn't care less about whatever drama happened back then.
What? Really? You are trying way too hard trying to act like you are better than me right now. What a joke. I can't quit either. Sammy gave me way too good of a deal. Flirting can be a tiring job too. Actually, I have an idea. I know I said before that I don't have any ulterior motives, but now I do. I'll just seduce Sammy into marrying me. Then I'll be calling the shots around here.
What? You are being ridiculous. Do you even know what you are saying?
I know exactly what I'm saying. It will be so easy to win his heart. Men are simple-minded beings, after all. All it takes is a cute girl and some persuasion. And once we're married, things will be a lot different around here. Believe you me. I will be in charge of the company with him. He will love me so much that he will give me everything. That means I will be in charge of who gets to work here. Then I will fire you and I will be rich. It's a win-win.
That's the dumbest idea I have ever heard. Sorry, but I think you have a few screws loose in that head of yours. There is no way you can make that happen. This is not some kind of soap opera. This is the real world, and things don't always go your way. Stop acting like a child.
Of course you would say something like that. You lack the talent to seduce other people, so you wouldn't understand. You are just too ugly. Things like this only ever work for beautiful people like me. Just watch. I'll take over this company and make Sammy mine.
Wow.
Where's my popcorn? Seriously though, I thought people only say things like this on TV. To think you would go this far over some high school drama. It's kind of sad.
Shut up! You'll regret it once my plan is successful. You better prepare yourself.
Yeah. Do whatever you want. I'm too busy for whatever this is. I don't care what happens. Good luck.
Hey there, my high school bestie. How was your shift today? How has my favorite loser been doing?
Why are you talking to me? Did you find somewhere else to work or something? Now that I think about it, I haven't seen you in a while. By the way, you sound like a child speaking to me that way.
Like I care, and you didn't hear the news? I'm on a vacation right now.
Oh, really? You have only been working here for 3 months. You don't have any vacation time right now, and you didn't leave a notice either. Don't you understand that you will get in trouble for this? Perhaps you think that you can take all these vacations because you are still holding on to the idea that you can make Sam fall in love with you.
Who cares what I choose to do? You are not the boss of me. I can do as I please now, and there's nothing you can do to get me in trouble anyway.
What does that even mean? Anyway, if you're on vacation, then why are you even bothering to message me? Are you asking what kind of souvenir I want? Just so you know, I don't want one.
No, I actually wanted to let you in on a little secret. Guess who's been with me? Just look at this.
What? Isn't that Sam? I thought he was supposed to be on an official business trip.
Yeah, that's just a lie you told everyone. In reality, we planned a trip together. We went hiking, relaxed at a spa, and now we're at a 5-star hotel. We are having so much fun. He took me on the most amazing and expensive trip ever. Things are just going so well. I think he's in love with me now. He's totally head over heels for me. It was all just too easy. All I did was act cute and dress up a little.
What? That idiot. So, you both are actually together now? Anyway, how did you guys pay for this trip? I'm just curious, since it sounds expensive.
The company is paying, duh. It's a business trip, remember? Do you really think we would be stupid enough to pay for everything ourselves? Sammy told me not to worry about it because he has access to all of the cash. It is not the first time he used the company's money for a fun time either.
I really can't believe he is doing this. No wonder why the company is doing so much worse than before.
Anyway, I just wanted to tell you how my plan is going. We are an official couple now, and you know exactly what I plan on doing. The company will soon be mine. All of the money and the employees. I can choose to fire anyone that I think is unnecessary. Starting with you. I want you to show me that same face you made back when I stole your boyfriend from you. Although, crying won't help you get anywhere.
Yeah, sure. Caroline, it is sad to see that you still haven't changed since high school. If you don't stop acting like this, karma is going to get you one day. I'm warning you.
Warning me? What are you going to do about this exactly? I also don't believe in karma. I'm going to fire you soon anyway.
Just listen to me. It's not your job to fire people in this company. You can't threaten me.
So, Sammy loves me, so I'll just have him do it for me. He can fire whoever he wants.
I'm just saying that there is a lot of work that goes into firing someone. I also have all the proof I need now. You both have acted inappropriately within the company. You can't escape the consequences. He's also been accused of forcing employees to sleep with him for benefits in the company before. However, the woman who accused him didn't have evidence of it to bring it to court. I'm sure she will be happy that I have proof for her now. She wanted him fired and charged with sexual harassment. But now I see what you two have been doing, and it validates everything she has told me about him. Thanks to you, I have everything I need. This company has always had issues with management. It's been under scrutiny from the parent company for quite some time. I was actually here to get a performance review and keep an eye on Sam. For such a horrible person, you really did me a big favor. Thank you.
Huh? I have no idea what you were saying. What do you mean by all this? Aren't you just another employee who is working with me?
I actually don't work at this company. I'm actually the president of the parent company. We have many different subsidiaries in different areas. I came here to check this branch's performance for a review after all the complaints about the president here. Things are clearly horrible. I'm glad I came to check things out on the behalf of the women who work here. I also noticed that the company's profits are lower than the other subsidiaries. You also confirmed everything for me. I'm going to have to do a lot of work, and it is not looking good for you two. I will be taking him to court for fraud and sexual harassment of employees.
Wait. What? Fraud?
Why are you surprised? Do you even know what fraud is? You and Sam inappropriately used this company's money for your personal luxury. He has also had inappropriate relationships in the company. You also took part in this. This does not look good on the performance review, and it is my job to make sure my company runs safely and properly. You both need to face the consequences of your actions. I can't just stand by and do nothing about this. I own this company after all, and I value my employees. Now, how should I punish you?
What do you mean, to punish me? It was all his idea to use the company's money.
It doesn't matter. You agreed to use it. I can see that he took out several thousands of dollars for your trip. I have all of your text messages and a picture to prove what you two are doing in court, so don't think about lying or trying to get out of this. Plus, this is my chance to get back at you after what you did to me in high school and how you've been treating me since we started working together. You did this all to yourself. All I had to do was watch and wait. So, do you understand that you will be suffering the consequences of your actions?
Does this mean we will both be fired? I just don't understand how you are the president of the parent company. How could you accomplish all of this in such a short amount of time? I just can't believe what is happening right now.
I've been here watching Sam for the last 3 months. Everyone was working hard, but you didn't do a single thing. You kept chatting with Sam and were clinging to him constantly. You are both fired. That's a start. But I'm glad you two will at least have each other. You are both disgusting. I'm sure he will appreciate you visiting him in jail, too.
What? Jail? And why fire me? Don't I get a warning? This is my first job. I just made a mistake.
There is no way I'm letting someone like you stay at my company. You don't have the right education or qualifications to work here. You did a good job at exposing Sam, but unfortunately, you exposed yourself as well. You are both fired, and I am taking you both to court. It is up to them to decide your future now.
No way! This all has to be some kind of sick lie. I can't be fired, and I don't want to go to court. I just got done with college, and now I'm fired 3 months after starting my job.
Too bad. I'm also sending all of this information to the woman who accused him before. She deserves to get revenge on her end, too. I'm so glad you sent me that picture. I can't even imagine the trouble he will be in. He has to go to court with me and possibly face more harassment charges as well. If you behave yourself in court, your punishment might not be too bad.
This can't be happening to me. What if I go to jail too? What is everyone going to think of me? My reputation is going to be shot.
These are all things you should have been thinking of before you did what you did. It is your fault for being in the position you are in. Instead of trying to show off and mess with me, you should have taken your future and your career more seriously. I honestly don't care what happens to you. You have been nothing but horrible to me. Anyway, don't come to work anymore. You are fired. If I see you step foot in this building again, I will have to call security.
No! Don't fire me!
You tried to hurt me again as you did in high school, but this is the adult world. Life isn't a movie and things are taken seriously. Since you're an adult, you will receive consequences like one. You shouldn't have been messing around with Sam.
Just shut up already! I'm sick of hearing you tell me how to behave. You have to be messing with me or something. You have always been a loser. I will get my revenge.
Are you really this stupid? Haven't you learned anything from this? Please, grow up already. You are only making yourself look worse. I would just stop messaging me now if I were you. Anything else you say will be used against you in court.
Shut up, loser! This all has to be fake, just like you. I will marry Sam and put you in your place. Who cares if he used the company's money? We will do it again because he can. You are nothing but a liar.
Are you sure you want to keep saying those things to me? I'm not lying to you at all, and none of this is fake. You are not exactly in the best position to keep talking right now. This is all very serious. In fact, if you would have apologized properly, I would have given you a second chance out of pity and kept you working at the company as a janitor. A job is a job, and you don't need special qualifications to be a janitor.
Wait, you would have? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll take a second chance. You are not a loser. Please, forgive me. I need a job. I'll do anything.
It is way too late to apologize now. The only thing you can do is hope for the best in court. I have nothing more to say to you. I have to go. I'm very busy. Goodbye, Caroline.
No, wait. I said I was sorry. I really am.
After their conversation, Crystal immediately blocked Caroline and saved screenshots of the whole conversation for evidence in court. Caroline called and messaged Crystal over and over again, but received no answer. Even though Caroline was fired, she showed up for work the next day and security was called on her immediately. On the day of the trial, many of Sam's victims stepped forward and spoke about the harassment. Crystal showed all the evidence and spoke about fraud. At the end of the trial, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Caroline didn't get any hard time, but she was definitely correct about her reputation being shot. It has been hard for Caroline to find another job because of her history. If only she didn't try to cause issues with Crystal again, this all could have been avoided. Crystal was able to find a replacement for Sam relatively easily. She also made sure all women who were victims received the promised benefits and pay they deserved. She was able to rebuild a healthy work environment and went back to the parent company. Crystal was satisfied with her successful life. Even though she did in fact go through a tough heartbreak in high school, she was able to get a very unexpected revenge. Crystal continues to run a successful company and will make sure something like this never happens to her employees again. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.